Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are later than normal. It is Wednesday. It is still Wednesday, but we are later than normal. I thought I'd try an evening cast just for once. And now, welcome to the cell, the home of East League football. That is where we play our own games. Check it out. That lovely G pitch is absolutely banging. We are unbeaten there as well. Got to be said. But back to a bit of catch up and a bit of news from the boys. Before I start, I've been talking to John James, who plays with us on a Thursday night in the firing squad. Now, we've put our heads together and made a 6-foot fence. And I believe he's going to work with the veterans just up the road in East League, military veterans, that is, in about 2 weeks' time. And apparently, they've got their own pitch and all that. So they do play football, and they would love to get out and about. Those that have been in Iraq and got a bit wounded and things like that, so they're still actively sportsmen as well. We are going to invite them down to a few home games, which will be really, really good, and a couple of charity events next year as well for the East League vets versus the military vets. We're going to try and get a couple of local teams as well involved if we can, and there will be will be a family day out, I would say, family time down there as well. I will get the name of the actual place where it is later on, if I'm allowed to say that on in the stream. I will. Obviously, it's a military base, so you can't really say too much. And also, John James is going to be our new cameraman. He is going to record the matches, do a bit of as you do a bit of documentary like esque sort of camera work for us, and we'll put it together. We'll do some editing as well. That'll be when we're arriving in the changing rooms. No penises involved. So yeah, and in this weather anyway, it'd be a good giggle, wouldn't it? But yeah, there's going to be a bit of behind the scenes footage as well from now on in. I'll say from now on in, as soon as it's available to get the cameras going, would be great to see. And after the match as well, it will be absolutely fantastic. Now, as you know, I'm in love with the boys. They have done great things this season. Already smashed last season's record of 5 games unbeaten. We are now 8. A bit premature, but I got it to 7. We got it to 7, so to say. And yeah, last week we played Dunkirk. And what can only be described as a mud bath, to be honest. It wasn't that great. The pitch wasn't fantastic. It was probably a metre away from being called off. The state of the pitch, it was that soggy. Right, I think one of the goals was well, one of them definitely slanted, but I think it was subsiding due to the dampness of the pitch. I mean, you just walk on it before you've even played the game. Your boots were clogged, you're sliding all over. It was absolutely shocking, and it was on a hill as well, which wasn't the best. But and you go, oh, we normally play on a G pitch, but unfortunately, we're playing on here, trying to get an even playing field. And the only reason we went for an even playing field is because when he played us at the Cell, they lost 8-3. They should never have got the 3, and it should never have been 8. It should have been 10, 11, 12. As should have been the game on Sunday. I mean, yeah, the lads, the pitch wasn't that great, but we know how to play football. We know how to kick a ball, but everything we hit, the keeper, it just seemed to magnetise to the keeper, or it was wide, or it was over. It was one of them. I mean, we didn't take the game lightly, by no means necessary, because obviously I do the stats and we do the check-ins and all that. We look at the teams and how they're doing around us, just to give ourselves a bit of mental insight. And they are doing well at home with Dunkirk, and I can see why, because players just can't play on that pitch. It was fucking horrendous. We came in at half-time 1-0. Anyway, and we'll get the results up for you now. But yeah, as you see, there you go. Dunkirk lost. The end score was 4-0. Scored 3 goals in the second half. It's kind of sealed the deal. Made our choices a bit easier when we was making the substitutes. Now, Dunkirk did have a goal disallowed. It hit the inside post. There's a piece of metal framing like an A-frame on a diagonal. The ball actually hit that and came back out. And that Bert, as honest as he is, told the ref. I mean, this ref wasn't a great ref. He wasn't an FA ref, so to say. He was one of them. He knew all the Dunkirk players by heart. But, you know, Bert told the ref that's a goal, you know what I mean? It's a goal. And he went, one more word from you, lad, and you're off. So, you know, it was like, what the fuck? This is Peggy 18, by the way. These effing and jeffing. And I was like, what the fuck? Honestly, it was just one of them games that we was glad to get away with a 4-0 win and just put it to bed. Now, Magdala only just beat Grantham 3-2. And Nottinghamshire FC veterans first lost to Riverside veterans 3-0, but that was in the cup. I'm not sure if that's a second round or I think that's a second round match. So yeah. Now we are now 8 games unbeaten in all competitions. We've only drew one. I clashed that, and the lads were very, very. I say this every week. The lads were very, very disappointed with it. You know, we really should have annihilated that game and won. But, you know, we didn't. We played at their level, not at our own, if that makes sense. We just kind of settled into their rhythm, played the game, passed the ball about, just didn't put our chances away, just like we didn't last week against Dunkirk. You know, we should have been 5 or 6 up again in the first half, but like I said, the ball was bobbling across the floor. You couldn't get a sweet connection on it, you know, but we still managed to get away with 4-0, which was good news for us. Bad news for Dunkirk, unfortunately. Magdala, we've got another 2 games on the bounce. This is going to be a 3-week game. So we get Dunkirk last week. We've got Magdala on Sunday at the Roco Gym. Their pitch as well isn't that fantastic. It's not really brilliant for a grass pitch. It's not maintained to a great standard, to be honest. To say it's on a gym, you thought it would be pretty decent, but it's not. Last time I went down here, well, I'll say the first time I went down to Magdala, the pitch was atrocious. There was mowing it as we arrived. Right, it was that bad. I was, you know, there's a cocaine addict putting the line out. It was horrendous. It was absolutely horrendous. But we have got Magdala, the only team which can actually put a dent in our run. But they're an argumentative group. You know what I mean? They like to fire you up and get you wound up. Then you lose your concentration. You lose your nut. Now this season, my boys, the East League vets, haven't done any of that. Right? And this is what's got them where they are now, I believe. They've kept a mental mindset and kept the head in the football. You know, the back four's hardly ever changed that much, which is great for team bonding, connection, reading where you're going to be, you know, reading other players. So you can play the blind pass off to the right, pass it off to the left. You know your player's going to be there. You know, midfield as well has arguably been changed. You know, we've still got a few players out injured, but when they get in, who do you put in? You know, but Magdala, it's one of them where I'd like to say we stay with 4-3-3. The boys know how to play that, but coming up against these, I want to shut the door. I don't want to give them the momentum in the middle of the park to throw one over the top. I mean, we've got the Third Reich, Becco. Right, he is an absolute savage in there, and even the Dunkirk lads last week paid him a big compliment as well. You know, which was only fair because he just cleaned up everything he hit. It was absolutely brilliant. So, I'd like to go 3-2, 3-2-3. If that like a 3-2 wingers up the front. Yeah, I'd like to close that midfield, make it a 5, then have the right back, left back drop into a 4 when we on the break, pushing the midfield 3 up into the front 3. But yeah, we've got to swap a few things around this week. The formation will stay the same. We might look to change it depending on how the game goes. But we are away to Magdala this Sunday. The only team that I said can really put a dent in. But if we're in for a fight, which the boys are, and they're up for it as well, you know, we'll drill it into them. Keep cool. Don't let them wind you up. Don't take no shit either. You know what I mean? 110%'s got to be given on Sunday to get a result. And the week after, we have got Magdala at home at the Cell. at the Cell, which we've got home advantage. We know our ground. And again, we've got to give 110% if we want to win this league. Because if we look at the table right now, we are 7. We've played 7, won 6, drew 1. The disappointing game. Goal difference is 19. We're on 19 points. Magdala, you see there, the 2 games, they're going to be on 7 games by the time we've done. We'll be on 8. So, we can't give them a win or a draw. It can't be done. We don't need that. Although, we'll be in top by a point. But with their games in hand as well, and they're on a winning streak. As you can see, played 5, won 5. So we need to put that on hold, and just nail them, absolutely nail the granny out of them. But we can't get involved in any of their bitching or like that, because like I say, they do like to wind the opposition up and give it the big one. So, but we can't get involved. We need to play to win, and the boys want to play to win. And that's all they've done all season. I can't ask for nothing more. The team has been phenomenal. Grant from there played 8. They have won 4, lost 4. -5. They're on 12 points. They're out of it. Old dogs are out of it. It is literally a 2-horse race, this league. And I was talking to Graham, the manager, the other day when we was at Dunkirk about it. And then we had a little chat in the Nags as well about it. The priority for us at the moment is to get out of this league, win the league, and get into the Premier League, which these boys are on par with those in the Prem anyway. But that league's a different league, as you know. You're not in the Premier League for no reason at all. But our results speak for themselves. I don't think there's anyone in the Premier League that's got that results. 7-6 and drew 1. So the next 2 games are going to be absolutely solid, and we'll probably decide our fate, to be honest. Although, we are on the turnaround. It's the start of the league again. We did play Dunkirk, then we did play Magdala. But due to unforeseen circumstances with the referee at the first game of Magdala, it got called off because the referee looked as white as that page, to be honest. He didn't look right at all. And then a B-52 bomber came over, and he just says that, text me back, and then, yeah. But that game, we was bitching, we was arguing, we joined in what they was carrying on with, and the ref just went, you know what, bad enough, and then fucked off. So, it is, I was like, what? Proper weird. So yeah, it was a 0 pot, so we start again. The game that got called off is the game this Sunday, and then we're back on par. We'll get them at home for the away leg as well, for their away leg. But we need to do the job. We've got to get the job done. And the team we've got at for this week, it is a mix. I mean, we are missing a Titan, and I call him a Titan, Lewis Green, right? Lewis Green in the centre of the park, his energy and work rate is sublime. Absolutely sublime. Can't rate him enough. Even the lads love him. The lads absolutely love this guy. Every time he walks off the pitch, he just oozes. Just oozes. He's just absolutely phenomenal in the middle of the park. And then we've got Luke Edwards as well, who played in the middle of the park. Had a good game last week, to be fair. Simon, who played in the middle of the park, played centre mid. Had a decent game as well. Not one of his best, but he maintained the midfield pretty well. But Lewis Green outshone both of them, to be fair. He was really good. Absolutely savage. Stan, the stabbed rat, he had a fantastic game as well, to be fair. Ali back on the score sheet. I think that's 11 games now. 11 goals he's got now so far this season. Killer again came on as a sub, got on the score sheet, albeit a penalty. We should have had 2 penalties, to be fair. But yeah, Killer on the score sheet, penalty. You still got to put him away under pressure. You know what I mean? Did really well, so he's 2-2 right now. Arch came on. Didn't have a bad game, but yeah. And then Luke Thompson scored as well for us last week. Yeah, he's on the score sheet again. He's meant to play left, but always ends up finding himself in the centre of the park for some unknown reason. Yeah, he just naturally drifts there. But yeah, it is what it is. But we're lying that when we say left, we mean left. But it's like me when they say me to go on the right side, I ended up going on the opposition side of the pitch. I just totally got confused. Yeah. I did tell the gaffer I want to play again this season. He hasn't played me since my dodgy corner. But I can't blame him, to be fair, because the squad we've got absolutely phenomenal. I ain't the best footballer in the world, you know what I mean? But yeah, I want to play against Nottingham and West Bridgeford. That's who I want to play against. I did want to play against Dunkirk, to be honest, but you know, the team we had there, we had to go out for the win on such a stupid pitch. It was unbelievable. But we got the job done in the end. Now, what do I need to do? Table detail. Let's have a look. So, what's our away form? We've won 2 away, scored 4, conceded 1. So, not too bad at all. Our own form is 1-4, drew 1, scored 19. Ooh, check them goals out. That is sick, boys. 19 goals we've scored at home. That is banging, and 8 of them were against Dunkirk. Whoa, check them out. Whoop, whoop. So, overall, 6-1. Scored 25, conceded 3. I'll say conceded 3, although it says 6. We conceded 3. 3 of them were penalties. So, the boys have only conceded 3 goals in active play. Magdala played 2 at home. Scored 6 in 2 games. Conceded 3, though. On the road, they've won 3. Scored 10. Conceded 2 away. So the away form looks better than the home form. Good doers. Good stead. Overall, they've won 5, scored 16, conceded 5. Goal difference 11. Who has got the most goals in there? Wow, there's a lot in there. There's a lot. Grantham, I've got 3 home wins, 2 losses. Scored 12, conceded 15. Away, they've won 1, drew 1, scored 8, conceded 4. Read the wrong one. Away, yeah, won 1, lost 2, scored 6, conceded 8 overall. 4-0, 4-18, 23. Wow, they've conceded the. Oh no, they haven't. I just seen it there. Dunkirk veterans. We're going to skip Old Dogs and Franzines for a moment. What they had. See at home, the record isn't really that bad. You know, they've won 1, drew 1, lost 2, conceded 9, scored 9. Didn't get nil point against us because we're too good. Conceded 15. Away from home, they have lost 4, scored 8, conceded 21. So overall, they have won 1, drew 1, lost 6, scored 17 goals, conceded 36. Jesus Christ. That is a lot in it. 36 goals in 8 games. Damn. That's a lot. I'm saying that, though. Grantham conceded 23 and scored 18. Old Dogs have scored 18, only conceded 4. That's a good record. That's not too bad at all. So, yeah. And then you've got them down the bottom. That we will play again at home, which is going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty good indeed. We want that fixtures. So, Franzine's got Old Dogs postponed. Magdala against Eastleigh, West Bridgeford Colts versus Nottingham FC. And then we've got Eastleigh and Magdala at home. That'll be tasty. That will be tasty indeed. And then who else? There's only us and that West Bridgeford Colts could be a decider game. There, that's not going to be too bad. 12th for the 11th. Yeah. Oh yeah, it got postponed. Yeah, so there's only Magdala and Eastleigh, West Bridgeford and Nottinghamshire FC playing on the 3rd. And then Eastleigh, Franzines, Old Dogs, West. Everybody's playing the week after. Apart from, got cup matches coming up. Cup matches coming up the fortnight after. Are we in there? Yes, we are. 17th of the 12th at 2 p.m. We are away to Total Reclaims. Now, we did play these in the cup game. Play on a mud bath. Have their own ref at home. Yes, they did, bud. Johnny Horn is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. The skipper is in the chat. And the most honest linesman in the league. Well, I beg to differ from where I was standing, to be fair. It was a bit weird, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Horn in the chat. The club captain is in the chat. Now, there is a little picture floating around for Michael Nardella in the chat. A good skipper. I did a little video. Well, I say a little video. A little montage for Jason Etienne. If I had it on the PC, I would show you. Right. There was this guy. We've got just a picture. A guy stood there with his arms by his sides and his palms up in the air, right? That's what our guy was doing, Jason Etienne. And then there's the opposition, literally on all fours, with his head down and his arms in the air. It looked like an invite. It really did. It was freaking brilliant. So the skipper messaged me in the chat, right? And asked me to stick Michael Nardella's head on it. It took me ages because I couldn't stop laughing. It took me freaking ages. But it's out there. It's in the match chat. It's freaking savage. I'm not sure if Michael's seen it yet. For those that don't know who Michael is, he's our left back. He's a good lad, bless him. He does like a bit of mango and pineapple. I've started introducing a fruit basket. I'm going to bring a fruit basket next time. It does go down pretty well, to be fair. I've been called old school for bringing oranges and God knows whatever else, but it seems to do the trick. You know what I mean? It seems to do the trick. So yeah. Next time we're on, we will get that picture up and I'll show you. Oh dear. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'll need to find the stats. There we go. Player stats overall. Oh, it's only 7. Alright. Alistair Collins for Eastleigh. Goal boys. His appearance is 6. Overall goals, he scored 7. Started 3 games. Good going. Wade Lees from Dunkirk Veterans is 5 in 6. Christian is West Bridgeford. He's had 5 in 4. Stuart's had 5 in 4. Luke Thompson's had 5 in 7. Danny Blanchard, who is out and injured, he's had 4 in 3. Bradbury has had 4 in 5. Ryan has had 4 in 5. Philip has had 4 in 4. And Ashley Robinson has had 4 in 4. And then Jason Etienne, who is back this week and back on the pitch, he's had 3 in 5. And then Matthew down in 12th has 3 in 8. And then Brian Barker, our own Bree, has had 2 in 7. Now, not enough can be said about Bree's work this season so far. He's playing on the right side of the front three, up front, and he's absolutely been diamond. He's been a diamond. He's done everything he asked. He's putting in balls in the box and things like that. He's playing a very mind-leveled game, shall we say. He's done absolutely fantastic so far for us as Bree. So yeah, can't ask for a better attacking forward. He's done really well. A few more goals would give him justice, you know what I mean? But his work rate speaks alone. He's up and down that pitch like a fiddler's elbow, and when he's not getting down the pitch, he's helping out in midfield as well on the right side, which is really good. He has started to like a little ball over the top, I noticed in the past couple of games. Not all the time, but just when he's on the back four and he's pressing the back four, he has had one or two down the over the top, and he has actually latched onto a few, put a few good balls in as well. So his work rate as well has certainly stepped up. And like I said, we've still got players to come back. We've got JT to come back, the camper, Sean Wright. Was out injured last week. He was down for this week as well. So another good technical player on the ball. Can hold the ball up pretty decent. Has got quick feet with the ball at his feet. So he's not too bad at all. I do believe DC is back this week as well. Literally, we've got two. Who's it? Lewis and Simon, I think, are away this week due to family liaison, shall we say. Bit of a do going off somewhere for the kids. But it is what it is. But we've got a midfield already in mind. The team won't be sorted out yet. Me and Graham have still got to talk about that. But yeah, even the team we've got, with Simon and Lewis missing, is good enough to get the job done against Magdala if we play our own game. So, Glenn Kill, look at it. Give him a mention, Kev. I will. Glenn Kill, 2 goals. Scored at home the other week and then scored a penalty this week. He's had 2 in 5. Plays in the midfield. Try and put him on the right if we can. Doing all right so far. Paul Archer as well. He came on last time out at home. At our last home game and scored as well. So the boys are there. The boys are getting there. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the top 25. 7 players in the top 25 goal scorers of the league. That is good. Let's get on to the team stats. We don't do that. Let's have a look where we are. So, overall goals, I don't really know how this bloody works because it's mind-boggling because we've scored 27 goals. So, you know, and unless it goes in A, B, C, D, E alphabetical order, yeah, it must have. So, Dunkirk there on 20. East Leake veterans on 27. Franzine's 11. Grantham on 3. Magdala 16. Nottinghamshire Vets on 9. Old Dogs 5-5. And Westbridge are on 11. So yeah, that is what it is. And tables don't lie. We're top of the league. We're going up. Yeah, we are. Really looking forward to it. We're in for a blinding season. And yeah, the next 2 games are certainly going to be games where we're going to have to earn our bread and butter. We're not sitting top of the league for no reason at all. These lads have worked hard, and I mean hard for it. You know, the results have been kind and good, you know, apart from the draw, which the boys felt very... They punished themselves for the draw. They did. They absolutely punished themselves for it because they knew they should have won it. But yeah, it was one of them games where we played at their level and not our own. So there's nothing else you can do about it. We got away with a point. We would have been another 2 points on there. It would have been 21 points, unbeaten. So if we'd have got the win, but it wasn't meant to be. But it's definitely Magdala this week, Magdala next week is going to be where our bread and butter is earned. And put a stamp on the league and tell them we are the best. There's the door. Thanks for coming. We're going to the Premier League without you. That's all we're concentrating on. Cup is just a bonus. The league is what we want. Yeah, me and Graham have agreed on that. So yeah, that is more or less it. But like I say, we've got what have I got? We have got a do on the 8th for those listening and watching. I don't know how we're arranging cars to get down. We are heading to Mr. Breezegaff down in Hucknall. the Half Moon in Upnall. Is a good gaff. You want to get down there, have a few pints. I think I do believe it's £2 a pint, which is very, very cheap and very quick to get drunk on at £2 a pint. And the 8th is Ultra Beat night, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. Ultra Beat are going to beat it. It's going to be fantastic. So get down there, go check that out down the Half Moon. We are certainly down there. Can't wait for that. That's the Veterans Night Out. Although the pub is open to everyone, we just congregate in the VIP area because we are VIPs. Yeah, it's going to be a great night out. And then we have also got the Thursday night firing squad. They're arranging a night out as well. I do believe that's up and down the East League pubs. So maybe visiting. Well, we will be in the Nags Head at some point. Probably meet there, then work our way across over to the Bull, which is a tasty pub, very nice pub indeed. The food there is second to none. It is really nice. Yeah. And once again, the videos will be changing. We'll not just be having the matches, we'll be having pre-match dressing room and pre-match chats with some of the players, just to get their idea on the game, see what they think, see how they feel. And so yeah, don't be camera shy. And then we're going to do some match highlights so you can watch all that. And then there'll be an ending to the video, obviously, you know, with the results and all that up. That'll all be recorded by our very own John James. Who's a bit of a streamer like myself, so he's got all the gear and he's got all the idea. So really looking forward to what's coming up for the East League old boys. They definitely deserve the publicity they're getting right now. They're doing really well. I have set up the YouTube page for the East League Veterans, so please get on there and push it out as much as you can. Please hit that like, subscribe, share it wherever you can. We'd really appreciate it. We've got our own Facebook page now as well. We're going 40 strong so far. I would like some more on there. If you can get on there and push that out as well, share it across your platforms and get the boys some recognition. We're also joined with the East League Rugby Club. The Bantams are on there as well. So I've just got to talk to the gaffer of the East League Women's Football team to see if we can coincide with them as well and get a sporting community going, if that makes sense. Just pure East League sporting community. And obviously we're going to be working with John James with the vets as well, the military vets, if we can. If we get the go ahead from the CO, that would be amazing. Yeah, would be absolutely amazing. I mean, plenty of charity days out, raise money for the vets and raise money for the East League vets as well. You know, it would be amazing. All the funds will go towards the next season's kit or new tops, new training tops, new substitution jackets and things like that, because it does get cold with the boys standing on the touchline just going blue-lipped and shouting fucking hell. You know what I mean? Even that can get cold. I was freezing last week and I had my big coat on. You know, I was proper cold, not lying. But yeah, all stuff, just the little things like that would help. And we're also going to introduce next season. I will be pushing very hard next season for player sponsor. You can sponsor your own player, and we'll get a signed photograph and all that jazz for you. So you get your own little photograph, or we'll get a poster done. If you want one on your bedroom wall, I'm having Danny Blanchard on mine. Oh, invested. We all miss Danny Blanchard. I love him. He's fantastic. No, it's going to be great. So yeah, and the club is actually sponsored by British Gypsum, which is East League bound as well. So you know, the community up in East League is absolutely phenomenal. You know, we've just got to tie them all together, and then it'll be exceptional. So yeah, been fantastic. But if you want to come down the Roadcrow Gym and watch the East League boys, you're more than welcome to come down there. Or you can't make that one and you're up in East League and you want to come and watch the match, we are playing East League Leisure Centre next Sunday. Not this Sunday, it's next Sunday against Magdala as well. So the two biggest games of our season so far, back to back, away and at home. Would really appreciate it if you come down and support the boys. Would mean a hell of a lot. Cheer them on. Let them know you're behind them. We're getting banners made up as well, so they know that the East League vets are in town. I'm going to put it on the ring road. It'll be great. I did price one up today. It's about 83.97 or 97 or something like that. 83.97, something like that. Would be really good. Because there's no advertisement up there, you know what I mean? Unless we're doing this, no one would know what we're playing. No one would know where we're playing. So, you know, need a bit of advertisement in the local area. Try and get the community involved. So yeah, I mean, we do have benches outside this cell. So yeah, just outside this fence here, there's a concrete platform. Well, yeah, it's a car park for people where you can go and sit there and have a brew. You know what I mean? There is actually facilities so you can go and get a brew at the leisure centre. So yeah, just come down, support the boys. It would be amazing. It would really, really be amazing. Show them some love on the home game, especially against Magdala. Become the 12th man. Come and love it. And we also, just mention, merchandise. I'm working with somebody that I know who does merchandise. There will be some merchandise coming on the way. More for the beginning of next season rather than the end of this season. I want to get a few items together and see what they're like. So yeah, there will be merchandise going and it will be going on sale as well, which will be really good, which will also help towards the club's needs. So yeah, would be really, really amazing to get involved. Have your own little bit of Eat Sleep merchandise would be fantastic. Really would. So yeah, I hope to see you down there. Results don't lie. I'm hoping the next 2 results are ours. I've been Kevin Randall. This has been the catch up. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like, smash the subscribe if you haven't already. Share it all over the place. These boys deserve all the attention that they are due. So, nothing else to say apart from get on board. Support the East League veterans. Because I love them and I told you to. I'm out of here. Peace.